going to give you a presentation on how to stay fit and active over the holidays. And we have a small video here for you to watch just before we do all our presentations. So here we go.
How to develop healthy eating habits. Good health is just a matter of taking a new approach to eating and making simple changes. You will need cooking facilities, a shopping list, healthy foods, breakfast, healthy snacks, and water. Optional, books and internet access. Step 1. Cook and prepare your own meals as often as you can. This will help you avoid eating processed and fast foods, which are higher in sodium and fat. Healthy, low-fat recipes and guidance are available in bookstores and on the internet. Step 2. Plan healthy meals and make a shopping list. Fill your cart with lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grain foods, and lean meats. Step 3. Read nutrition labels. Pay attention to saturated fat, sodium, and sugar. The higher the numbers, the unhealthier they are. Step 4. Eat breakfast every day. Breakfast helps to rev up your metabolism. Make it a habit to eat something within the first hour after you wake up. Step 5. Try to eat small meals every 3 to 4 hours. Aim for 3 small balanced meals and 2 snacks. Step 6. Drink plenty of water every day. Water hydrates the body and aids the digestive system, and it's calorie-free. Step 7. Feel the difference in your body. More energy and stamina, as well as sharper thinking as you feed your body healthy foods. Did you know a study found that more than 16% of U.S. children and teens are obese?
Okay, so Mara loves to cook. And what are you going to be cooking over the holidays in your kitchen?
I am going to make abs.
And that's what our presentation is about. We're going to teach you how to make abs in the kitchen because that's where it originally starts, right? You can't expect your body to have crazy abs like this or to start developing and shaping if you don't eat properly. So,
Like that. Okay, so are you surprised that abs come in the kitchen? Would you guys usually think you'd have to work out for it first, or did you know it had a lot to do with eating? No?
Thought it was just a lot of working out.
Yeah. Okay, well, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. So like say if you're gonna eat Cheetos, you're gonna have a big 2-liter of Coke, all those things, you cannot exercise that because that's not giving your body proper fuel. Your body needs this proper fuel to work efficiently. And the common misconception, when someone's running on the treadmill and it shows you that you burned 700 calories, they say, okay, well now I can go to Five Guys and go have 2 double cheeseburgers with bacon on it and make up for the 700 because I just burned it at the Stairmaster. This is a big misconception. When you burn these calories, you want to build up your glycogen stores or your calories a lot better by eating nutrient-dense foods.
and another thing about those machines, how many of you have read, like once you're running or you're being on the treadmill and then it says, you've already burned 400 calories or 300. Okay, it's not accurate. It depends on like your metabolic rate when you put on your hands there. So it's usually hyped up so if you think, okay, I could go have a bowl of pasta now, give myself more energy because I managed to burn those 300 calories, you probably only burned like up to 100. So
this is very inaccurate.
Yeah.
So first things first, if you want to start with anything, if you think, oh, I'm not going to do well on a diet, I'm not going to do well, I love my chips, I love my burgers, I love my pizza, you can just start rethinking your drink. So a lot of us love, when we're working out, we love to have that Gatorade bottle, that Powerade bottle, or those energy drinks. But unfortunately, those energy drinks are filled with calories and sodium. And by eating these chips and pizza and everything, you're getting enough sugar, sodium, everything that we need in our regular diet. We are not a bodybuilder. We are not, a Bears player. We are not any kind of athlete. We don't really need these extra calories. So these sports drinks are filled with unnecessary sugars. So all we truly need is water. Does anybody know how many glasses of water we need per day? Yes, Paloma?
8.
8 glasses. You are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you feel yourself not making this, you can feel yourself become dehydrated. And signs of dehydration, you're going to start having migraines. You're going to start feeling drowsy. and you're going to be constipated. I know that's not a nice subject, but if you have a problem with constipation, something that you can do is start drinking more water.
And another thing, when you see those drinks, you have to check the serving size. How many of you would be able to get a product and then read the nutrition label on it? It can get a little confusing, right? Because first of all, if it says only 100 calories, you have to check. When you have like the bottle or whatever you're drinking, if it's soda, you have to check the serving size. If it says 8 fluid ounce, but your soda is 14 fluids, then you know that you have to double the calories, double the sugar, double everything, because it's 2 servings. So those could be a little bit difficult to understand for like the people that don't know how to read the food labels, but make sure that you check the serving size.
Okay, so does anybody know what most of our body consists of? Yes, Dan.
Water.
Yes, and you're totally true. And our brain, which is one of the most miraculous organs, all of our organs are miraculous, but the brain is really miraculous, and it's 90% water. And this picture just shows everything that water does for you just by drinking it. It will regulate your body temperature. It will detoxify you. You know, if you like a lot of sugar, if you like a lot of liquor, it protects and moisturizes your joints. So I know during the wintertime, you know, my joints get really bad. They hurt. They're so painful to me. So I make sure I get that extra water in. Also, it helps with your metabolism. And that's what we are trying to rev up, because we want these abs. Not only abs, we want a lot of muscles, but we want these abs. And then it just helps our organs absorb nutrients better. So, I mean, if you have that spinach and you want to get that folate from that spinach, drink some water with it. Okay, so what you eat has a larger impact on weight loss than working out. We already know this. So when you do start working out, when you do plan to do this, the first thing you should focus on is, right when you wake up, have that healthy, balanced breakfast. So say if I'm just going to go for a walk, I'm not going to make my breakfast too big. But say if I know I'm going to do cardio, weightlifting, and everything, I'm going to have a really balanced breakfast, and that's going to consist of whole grains, a protein source, maybe some fruit, and maybe even some orange juice, you know, because I need those extra calories. I need to build up my blood glucose so I can have extra energy.
In the morning, the first thing that it tells you, where do you contain most of your energy from like any food source? Would anyone know the answer? It would be carbs, right? Carbohydrates, because it's mostly sugars. So the first thing you want to do is eat your carbs in the morning, so it could sustain you through lunchtime and give you all that energy. So I mean, by carbohydrates in the morning, you could have your oatmeal. It's very dense, will make you feel full. It won't you won't continue eating throughout until lunchtime, but it will give you that satisfaction of feeling full, give you all that energy, and then you'll start seeing results.
Yes, and oatmeal is a great carb to have. Also, this gives you even more, it's more descriptive of how you should eat a breakfast. So like say if I'm going to have a large meal, a very large meal, I wake up at 7, I shouldn't work out until about 10 a.m. because I should wait 3 hours. If I'm going to have a small meal, I should wait 2 to 3 hours. If I'm going to have a very small snack, I should wait 1 hour, because if you're very full, going straight to the gym, you're going to feel very sluggish. You can cause yourself to have diarrhea. And, you know, you can cause yourself to be, like, just not have an efficient workout. But same as if you don't eat at all, because you're going to have a low glucose level, or low blood sugar level. And you're going to feel very weak, and you won't be able to have an efficient workout either. So make sure you eat. And then if it's right before, if you're just hungry, if you want to bite on something before you exercise, you should have snacks to keep that glucose balanced. And then eat after you exercise to replenish your glycogen stores in your muscles and everything. So eating after you exercise is not a problem. Some people say, oh, I'm going to go work out and I'm not going to eat any more today. But that's not really good, because your body doesn't have any energy to pick up from, because it just uses all the energy from working out. So make sure when you eat after you exercise, it's very nutrient dense. And then just drink a half to 1 cup for every 15 or 20 minutes that you do exercise, because that's how much water you're losing. You need to make sure you drink 1 cup for every 20 minutes. So, as Lupe was talking about great carbs, you know, oatmeal is a lot better than having a piece of white toast. And this is because it has a higher glycemic index, and that just basically means it's more nutrient dense. It has a lot more helpful calories in it. A lot of people don't know that veggies, fruits, and beans have a lot of carbohydrates. And what carbohydrates really is just sugar. So, I mean, if you have these things instead of having white rice, you're still going to have the same, maybe better effects in your body.
And the number one fruit that has a lot of carbs is your grapefruit. So if you want to obtain your carbs and you're like, okay, maybe I want to not have a high carb diet, you could eat your grapefruit and there you'll sustain your carbs there.
And it'll still be carbs in it. People say high carbs, but that still has carbs. And then when you eat it with veggies, fruits, and beans, you're also going to be getting some phytonutrients and some antioxidants as well, so it's a lot better. Great proteins to eat would be organic or grass-fed animals, wild fish, wild oceanic fish, not just, any type of fish. You're going to get the most nutrients from that. Greek yogurt versus regular yogurt. Yogurt is good for us any way you have it, but Greek yogurt has a lot more protein, has a lot more probiotic, which is good for everything in our body. Quinoa, almonds, almond butter, peanut butter, and then great fats. When you look on the food label, it's going to say saturated fat, monounsaturated fat, or polyunsaturated fat. You want to try and get things that are not so much saturated, but polyunsaturated or monounsaturated, because our body knows how to digest those a lot better. So polyunsaturated oils would be flax seeds, corn oil, soybean oil, and then monounsaturated would be everybody's favorite: olive oil, canola oil, avocados, peanut butter, nuts.
Yeah, just because it says fat, don't be scared of it. The one that you truly want to avoid is the saturated fat, just because your body can't really metabolize it as well, and you don't want your arteries to be clogged up by the saturated fat. And then going back to the proteins, when you're exercising, they tell you eat a lot of protein, right? But where do we want to get that protein from? We want to get it from our lean protein. So this is like chicken or white meat, just because it has high dense amount of protein, low dense amount of fats. So then if you're eating that high amount of protein, it'll help you build the muscles, but decrease on that fat that is normally found in protein.
And then if you're a man, you want your proteins to be used mostly for your muscle. You don't want your proteins to be burned while you're working out. So, try and get those carbs in, because those will be burned first no matter what. Okay, so would you guys like to have a 6-pack of abs?
I already have it.
You already have it. And anatomically speaking, we do all have abdomen muscles there. They're just underneath our fat.
Somewhere under here, there are abs.
Yes, and they show
under everywhere. So, if you want to impress a girl, tell her, hey, I have a 6-pack. You never told her where they are, Maybe under that layer of fat, but it's there,
So I don't know if you've ever been to like a pool with a bunch of little kids that they all have little 6-packs. It's because they're not, that overweight. Maybe they are now, but I've seen that. You want to lose weight and fat alone. So you're going to do this by doing cardio, healthy lean eating, which I've already talked about, and then consistency is key. So just don't do it for 2 weeks. Keep it going. Have a motivator, get a friend, ask your sister, brother, cousin. So I know you're going to be working out a lot over this winter break. So what do you plan on working on?
I really want to target my arms, my core, and my legs. And there have been studies which show you which exercises are most effective. And I am going to lay them out for you and give you examples. But before that, I want to talk to you a little bit about metabolism. So who here will have a little bit of understanding of what metabolism means? Everyone hears the term, oh, you want to increase your metabolism. Your metabolism is low, right? So what it really means is how much energy your body is burning for calories. So if it's whether when you're sleeping or when you're walking around, your body's constantly burning energy for, it's constantly burning the calories and for energy, right? So what you want is to always keep your body, the way your body starts burning all that energy, to be high. So people that have a lot of muscle, they have a high BMR, so which means basal metabolic rate. And then people that have a lot of, are mostly composed with fat in their bodies, they have a low, because your body's taking more time to break it down for energy.
And when the basal metabolic rate is just my basal metabolic rate is right now. I'm not doing anything. I'm leaning against something. So people who you see that are very muscular, their basal metabolic rate is high. Like a lot of calories are being used just from them just standing there because they have so many, you know, a lot more happening in their body because they have more body mass. But it's with muscle, not with fat.
Yeah, a bodybuilder could say, I'm burning 200 calories as I sit here and watch television, you know? But somewhere else, where someone that has a lot of body fat could say, like, I really need to increase my BMR. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So, what affects the metabolism? There's a lot of things that affect it. It's your body composition. Your body composition just means how your body is composed. Everyone has a different shape. So, there is apple shape and pear shape. Apple shape is when your body is mostly all of your fat is up here on the upper area above the waist, and then pear shape is when most of the fat is on your lower area. So, and that's just like body distribution on it. And so, since muscle uses more, like we said, it breaks. People with more muscle are able to have that basal metabolic rate to go up. So we really want to increase that muscle. So ways to increase it will be first by doing your cardio. So cardio, you just want to increase your heart rate, and then this could be doing things like jogging or walking. Anything that's like for 20 minutes, anything longer than that, you can start increasing it. High aerobics, low aerobics. One thing that you do want to do when you start exercising, most people, you see them in the gym, and they'll do a small little exercise, maybe walking, maybe for, 10 minutes, really slow, and they get off, you know. Or you see the people that are there, like, going super, super fast, you know, and you're like, okay, well, I can't keep up with them. But what you want to do is you want to start out high, do as fast as you can, you know, up to your own level, make sure you still stay safe, and then decrease it, slow down a little, make your heart calm down, and then once it's calm again, go up again. That way you're tricking your body, going up and down, increasing that metabolic rate as much as you can.
And that's called interval training. It's one of the most effective trainings for weight loss.
So, the most effective exercise that we are going to teach you today, just like we're very busy and we're students, and we want to say, give me the exercises that will make me have the abs, make me have the nice arms as fast as I can. I don't have that much time to exercise, and I want these. So I'm going to show them to you. And if you want to participate, you're more than welcome. So what I'm going to do is the oblique crunch, and then this is your oblique right here. As you see the girl, you're going to be getting rid of the love handles that people have here, since you want to target this whole section of muscles right here. So what you want to do, and demonstrate just like the girl, you want to get on your side, right? And you want to lay on all the way on the side. And since you're targeting this area right here, this is going to make you get rid of the love handles right here and target the very annoying lower belly. So from here, you know, start down and then go up. Right? You don't want to strain your neck, so you want to make sure that you relax it. Usually, like if there's something in the ceiling, look at it, and then you go up, and then you crunch. And then you do it again. You know? And you don't have to give it, you say like, I'm going to do 100 of these. Make sure you do repetitions. A good repetition would be like, maybe do 15 of them, take a little break, and do maybe 3 sets of 15. And that will, you'll start seeing the results.
And make sure to switch sides too.
Yes. Whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other.
Scissor kicks. You want me to do scissor kicks?
Yes.
Explain to me what to do, please.
Okay, so with scissor kicks, you want to lay down on your back, all the way down. Now this, everybody has, but especially like girls, because they have the little pouch right here. So what you want to do is when you start getting rid of it, and most exercises, they target up here, these upper abs. You really want to target the lower abs. So what you want to do, relax, you lift up your legs, and then you start.
Can I put my hands under your butt?
Yeah, you can, just for more support. And you want to make sure, like, if you're doing scissors right here, all the muscles that are being used are the lower muscles right here. And then don't forget to breathe. A lot of people tend to forget to breathe. So exhale, inhale, you know, relax. And all of that is working in these muscles right there.
Ooh.
And you'll feel it right away.
For how long?
Okay. Now the slide plank, has anybody heard of just the regular plank?
You with your phone?
The regular plank, I'll do the regular plank while she does the side plank.
Now side plank, now that one is going to work not only your legs, because you're going to be sustaining them on the side, it's going to work your arms, and it's going to work your abs. Your front abs and your side abs. I mean, that's perfect just because you're targeting everything at one time. So you want to get on your side. That would be her regular plank. She just,
Yeah, I'm just going to be on, and then you just make yourself.
and you see how she's sustaining her weight on her muscles. So she's using her biceps, her triceps just to sustain it there. And she's using her ab muscles because she has to suck in, right?
Yep.
And then the side one would be the same thing, but you have to have more balance. You have to make sure that you have your arm nice sustained on the side, and then lift up,
And then hold.
and then hold. And then you could put up higher, and then you'll see like shake right away. But you're using all those muscles.
Yeah. Obviously, we both are going to be working hard over the winter break.
Okay, and now that's the canoe twist, and it's as if you're on a canoe, and you really want to like lift, and then go like that. And then you feel it right away. So right here, so you're going. So with this, you're using your muscles in your leg, and then you're targeting up here in these muscles, and then you're pushing back, right? Like this, and then you're targeting this area right here.
Okay, the lost sounds. I love these because you can, it's a mind game. So you make your body at a 90-degree angle with the floor, and then you sit. See how long we can sit. So
Now these seem really easy, but they're tricky. And what you're doing, you're grabbing all your weight and you're making it being sustained on your legs. So these will really help you tone those legs and get those really nice lines on your legs.
also the gluteus maximus and the medius and minimus.
So then, and then if you really want to work on your abs, say, hey, I want to do my abs and my legs at the same time. Suck in that belly. Don't forget when
Tighten
you're doing,
the core.
when you're doing all these exercises, keep the core nice and tight. Okay, and then squats. These are one of my favorites because they're very effective.
Yes.
And you have right away you'll feel the burn. The next day you'll think you just went to the doctor and someone gave you a shot. You want to make sure your legs are a little bit separate like this, and then you want to go down. You could also do them with weights, and then with the weights you'll start working on your arms. So you want to go down. Make sure your knee doesn't hit the floor. You sustain your back nice and straight, and then you go back up. And then you'll feel it right here on your butt right away. And then you go back up. And you'll feel it.
And it's so interesting when you also feel that going up the stairs. I found this interesting, so maybe you guys will too. The gluteus maximus is an extender, so whenever you extend yourself like that, it's working. So try skipping stairs, whenever you're walking up the stairs. If you don't have time to do lunges or, whatever. Do those extra things.
I know when we were in Burke and we're going up those stairs, instead of just doing one by one, like she said, skip 2-3 stairs.
And that'll be some, like the easier lunge. It's still hard, but you don't have time for this. So we ask you to join us on our challenge. We and 4 other girls, Paloma's also doing it as well. We are making a pact to try our best to try and have a healthier me by January 15th, 2013. So I know this doesn't sound very long, but we're all going to make a pact to try our best to work out. I know that they are going to Mexico, but she says that they're going to run a lot. She's going to be Jillian Michaels. She's still going to be dedicated. So we're going to actually take measurements, weigh ourselves before we go, take some before pictures, and then when we get back, we're going to have some after pictures, and we'll let you guys know how we did. But you guys can always join with us as well. And then I wanted to add in some portion control, some tips for the holidays.
Just because you might say, hey, it's the holidays, who's going to be working out? I'm going to be eating the cake, and that's what I'm going to do, go from house to house. Well, no, just because you're going to different parties and having all these holiday foods doesn't mean that you have to overindulge in everything. There's always portion control. And then Mara's going to go over it.
So what you want to do when you make your plate at your grandmother's house, or your aunt's house, wherever you go, try and fill your plate up with half of your favorite vegetables, Stay away from the carbs, stay away from the dressings, all the heavy things. Use familiar items to measure your portion sizes. So I know that a deck of cards should be the amount of meat that should be on your plate. Or a mouse should be like the size of a chicken breast. Or, just use those things. Maybe use your phone. Don't have a piece of steak over the size of your phone, because all those things will add up in our bodies. Reduce the amount of gravies and sauces on your plate. I know a lot of people like those sauces and gravies, so those are filled with fats and calories. Not good. No bueno. If you have a choice, select a smaller plate or a thinner glass if you want that Coke or that alcoholic beverage, Just get a smaller cup. Or just, if you want to eat a lot of that cake, just get a small saucer and say, wow, the eyes are so powerful. They'll deceive us.
As generations have gone by, if we see the plates that our parents used to eat in when they were young, they were a lot smaller. The plates now are getting bigger and bigger, but people are saying, wow, I can't fill the plate. So what they do when you're at home, you're like, I'm hungry, I want to fill the whole entire plate. So with smaller plates, you think the plate is filled, but it's half the portions of a normal big plate.
Also, if you're at a buffet over this way, start with a small serving. Just go and get a little bite of everything, very small, and then you'll be surprised once you finish that. You're not even going to be that hungry afterwards. Pace yourself through the meal. Chew your food, because then your stomach's have to do the extra chewing for you. It doesn't have teeth. It's going to be bad. You're going to have a worse digestion problem. So chew your food, and you'll be surprised. You'll get fuller. Drink water after every bite if you have to.
It'll make you feel full, but also when chewing your food, especially meats, it takes 40 bites to chew your food in order to fully break down the food inside your mouth. The digestion starts in your mouth, so you want to make sure that you chew it at least 40 times. I'm not telling you to sit there and count how many times you chew your food. Get a good idea.
And then David is a dentist, and you know how important it is to floss after, he's going to be a dentist. You know how important it is to floss after chewing meat, because that'll attract all the bacteria. And then you just want to pay attention to your body's cues. So I don't know when I was a little girl, I used to just eat so much, and then afterwards I feel like, oh, I'm so full, and it just hits me. It smacks me like a truck. But if I just put my fork down and be like, oh, I am getting full in the middle of my meal. So, just be calm about it. We do have a few gifts for you guys. Thank you for coming. And we hope to see you the week when we get back to school to show you our results from working out over the winter time.
So I hope you really implement these new tricks that I showed you about.
Here's some happy holidays.
And they are effective, so try to put them in your everyday workout. And thank you for coming.
And Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.